Hey y'all, I had planned to have a video up this weekend, but that didn't happen. Last week was just a little bit crazy. I had mentioned in a previous video that I had been sick earlier in the month and I tested for COVID and it was negative. And I got over that. And then my husband got sick this past weekend. And he tested positive for COVID. And I haven't gotten sick, so I'm guessing that's what I had, and maybe I tested too soon. But anyway, he ended up getting that viral pneumonia. He's doing a lot better. He's just really fatigues easy. You know how it goes if you've ever had pneumonia. But luckily, we kept an eye on his oxygen level, and his fever kept spiking, and his oxygen, was hovering around 90. So we got a chest x-ray, and sure enough, we caught it at the start. But he's still recuperating. But anyway, that's why I really didn't get a lot of crafting done. And when he finally started feeling a little better this weekend, I took some time up here in my craft room to finish up a project. So I got it done, and it is from the Crop and Create Delivered. That was from April 2021. And what it is Vicki Boutin's 6x8 interactive class using mostly Maggie Holmes, and I forgot the line of the paper. Hold on just a second. Garden Party. There was a little bit of Heidi Swapp Carefree in here. Some Heidi Swapp paper and some Heidi Swapp ephemera. But I'm going to tell you, if you've never done any kind of album class with Vicki Boutin and you have the opportunity to do so, you should do it. She just takes you through it step by step. It's not a big rush. And the thing that I really like about when she does her album classes is you cut all the paper first, you clip it together with a paper clip, and then you go back and put your album together. So I had my paper cut and I had a few pages put together, but I never finished it. So I finished it. There's no pictures in it. And I think I'm just going to kind of go with what the album is called. It's called Happy Times. So I think I'm just going to put pictures. It'll kind of be an ongoing project, because when I come across pictures of happy times, and I'm going to put them in here, and it's not going to be any rhyme or reason to it. It's just going to be a photograph that triggers a happy memory. So that's what I'm going to do with this album. So when you open it up, well, here's the cover all decorated. And then I got a punched hole right here. When you open it up, we decorated the inside cover. Now I am missing a card here that says, "Take the time to smell the roses." And I'm sure it is somewhere in my pile over there. So when I run across it, it goes right here at an angle. If not, I will find another card that would go along with this and put it in its place. So here's the first page. And pretty much it's all ready to go. You just got to put your photos and maybe add some twine and things for the tags. I'll do that when I put the photos in. Here's a spot for 2 photos or a photo and some journaling. And then we have this one that says fun. And then it's a fold out. Let me make sure you can see that. Oh, let me move it over. See, it folds out. So you have lots of room for pictures and journaling. Then we flip it over, and then we have this side that says Life is an Adventure. And then here we have one that says Yes, You Can Do It. And then we flip it over, and we have a spot here. We have spots here. And we have spots here. Now you can see where I messed up a little bit with my adhering, and I can easily cover this right here up with paper, with a piece of, another piece of Maggie Holmes paper. So I'm not worried about that. Like everybody always says, a mistake is an opportunity for embellishment. So it just gives me an opportunity to embellish some more. Here's another little cute tag, and this says Today, and this is just a little pocket page with a piece of paper. And I really like how she did this, because we're actually using part of the branding strip on our paper, because you can see that when you flip it over. And we do have pieces left, so I could easily cover that with another branding strip or a piece of paper. I'll do something. I'm going to save all these little bits and pieces left over. There's not a lot left over, but I'm going to save them for little added embellishments and things. And then we flip over, and we have this card popped up with the corners rounded, and then just 4 little mats. This one is Unplugged, My Happy Place, and this one flips up, and this one is inside of a page protector. And then we flip it over, and then we just have a tag here, and then this rainbow paper. And here we have another protected sheet. This is just a pocket page. I'm pretty sure there might be a little bit of a glare on it from my light. That says Party Time. And then we have this pocket page here. And some of these embellishments, see, I didn't tag it down all the way. In case I want to put a photo under here, then I could kind of just slip it under there and then adhere it down. But when you do pocket pages, of course, you can put decorations on the outside of your sleeve. So everything doesn't have to be, inside. Like this Precious Memories is outside of the pocket, and it spans into where 2 photos would go. Here's the back side of the pocket page. So some of the pages are really simple, and some are more elaborate, which I really like that, because then it's not too busy with too many flaps and folds and fancy decorations, where you got some simplicity in there too. Now here's one. It's another pocket page that just says Sunshine on My Mind, and then on the back side we have Dreamy and Document, so that just slides in. And then we get into a smaller sheet, and this is You Are So Loved. And then when you flip it over, we have Happiness, and then you can flip it open, and then you can flip it open. So lots of room for journaling and pictures. And I just love that it's interactive. And on this side, we have the word Breathe, and then you can flip it and flip it again. So that is quite a lot of room in a 6x8 album, and that's what is so great with Vicki Boutin and her designs. She's just so creative with what she does. Here's the back side of that. And if you do her stuff, her album classes, you'll need score tape, and she uses recommends a lot of things to be popped up. So you would want a lot of, some type of foam thing, if that's your thing. You don't have to, but it does give things nice dimension. Here is with a little bird that says love you, and we have a flip up here, and this flips open, which it looks like I probably did something wrong because it's not folding open. What did I do? I'm gonna have to, it's probably where I adhered it down. Yeah, okay, I know what I did. I messed up on this other side, the way I adhered it. So my score isn't working. So I'm going to have to go back and fold this up. I'll do that off camera. But yeah, I made a couple mistakes. Here is a waterfall page that says love it. And then we have several items that flip, flip, and flip. Love it. Love it. I love it. And then we added these punched out circles and just added 1, 2, 3, 4. And so when you do these pages, you know, which I'm going to tell you, if you look real close, I scored this on the wrong end because it says OXOXOX instead of XOXOXO. But I'm okay with that because when you flip this up, the hearts are in the right way. If I had turned it around, the hearts would have been upside down, which wouldn't have been a biggie because then you could just cover it up with a photo. But you do want to pay attention to what your other design might be and whether you particularly care if it's upside down or not. So here's another pocket page. I love this bird paper. Here we have just a mat with the word remember. Here's another pocket page with like a vellum mat. So once you put a photo on there, you know, you won't see that yellow through there. Another pocket page, another pocket page. And then here we made like a double pocket where this comes out. And then these cards come out. And the back side of them is blank. So you could actually add another photo on this side if you wanted, or put a piece of pattern paper and do some more decorating, because these albums are meant to be interactive and you want people to take them out and look at it, so you could add another photo on the back side of that. I mean, you can really get a lot of photos in these albums. Of course, some of them you're going to have to pare it down and make them a smaller size. This one is You Shine popped up, and then we just have a little ticket here. And then here's another page. I know this was Heidi Swapp's paper from Carefree. And then on this side we have a flip out. So you have a mat here and you have room over here. And then we have a smaller piece of paper with 2 mats. And I love how things hang over, hang above, hang off. It's okay. Living up the weekend, see, these are hanging out, and the back of this tag is hanging out. You could ink that if you wanted to, you know, put some twine in there. You do whatever you want to it. There's another pocket page that says be present, where this is all placed outside of the pocket. And then we have this cute bee paper with a black mat. Here we have another partial sheet just with a plaid mat. And this says wildflowers don't care where they grow. And then here's the B side with a vellum flower, and then like that same flower in a die cut. Here we have a sheet, a ledger sheet, just with some ephemera down here on the bottom. And look at there. My little, nope, had a little paper thing sticking out. So like I said, I can go back and hole punch that and add twine to it. Here is smile with some rainbows, and this rainbow's popped up, and then your every nice word I can think of. And then on the back side, here's a little pocket, another little pocket page with your cardstock in here, and then this little noted. Turn that around. I always like the texture of the cardstock showing versus the smoother side. Here is a vellum flip out page. Isn't that pretty cool? So what I would do with that, if I put a photo here, I would probably I would either use the same, let me rephrase that. If I was putting a photo here, whatever size photo here, I will put the same size photo here, and make them back to back, so you wouldn't see through that. I could put some ephemera here to cover that up if I chose to, or I could use a pattern paper here and do something and use the same size pattern paper here. And I could actually even do the same for this side if I didn't want things showing through the vellum, because then everything would be covered up, if that makes sense. Here is just a page with 2 mats, a tag, and a vellum piece. Here's another pocket page, and this one flips up. So you could put a photo here, you could put your journaling here, you could add smaller photos here, put your journaling there. You know, you have so many options with these albums. And then this is all contained inside of the pocket, that pretty bird paper. Then we have the heart paper and the plaid. And then we have some pockets here. Now these are just empty, so you can just slide a photo in there. You know, like I said, you can do whatever you want. And then here we have some mats. That says Simplify. And then we have this on the back. And then in the album comes these, they're pretty thick chipboard pieces. And you can decorate those also and stick them anywhere in the album that you want to. So I love this, and I actually have another Vicki Boutin album to do from another Crop and Create, from her first Crop and Create delivered. And this was really fun, and I can't wait to do the next one. And I think these just make great coffee table books. Now this one kind of doesn't want to lay flat. I don't know if that's just mine. Hold on. I have my Christmas one. Maybe. Let me see. This is one I showed you before. That was a Simple Stories album. And look, that one lays flat. This one does not. So I don't know, maybe once I stand it up and prop it up next to something, it'll kind of lay flatter. Because I would like to, you know, once it's completed, it would make a great book to put out, a coffee table book to put out, you know, just to set around the house for somebody to pick up and flip through. So hopefully that'll lay flat. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.